Do you want to say hi?
Yes.
Okay, say hi.
Hello,
What's your name?
Jesse. My name is Jesse. What about y'all?
The name is S code. S code that stands for Stacy S. Do you understand it?
No.
As in, see my what's the first letter in my name?
S.
Yeah. So then now their name is S code. As in squad. Do you know squad? I'll explain later. Right now I want to talk to them for a few minutes.
Can I be in the video too?
No, you don't have a seat.
I don't need a seat.
I feel like
just stand
on my
up.
next video I'll call you so that you can tell us a story time. Is that okay?
Yeah, I can just stand behind them.
No, I want you to come to my next video.
Okay, I'll stand here.
So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. No, he's looking at me and then laughing. You're making me to be distracted. Can you go to the house, please? Thank you. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I'm just so happy, and I don't even know where to start right now. Do you even know where I'm at? Let's even start from there. But I don't want to tell you right now. You'll know as the video goes by. We'll have episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4. I don't know to what extent will I make this video be, because I don't want it to be so long. You'll be bored. When I make this video to be 1 hour long, many people won't watch it because it's gonna be so long. Who will get an hour to sit down and watch? So I feel like I'm gonna make it to be like maybe 30 minutes, and then episode 2 will also be 30 minutes, episode 3 the same, because I don't want it to be so long for you to be bored. So let's get into the video. Yeah, for those who don't know me, my name is Stacy Natasha, and obviously let me say the obvious point, I'm a Kenyan, but right now I'm not in Kenya. But if you followed me on my Instagram account, definitely you know where I am right now by now. So go follow me on my Instagram account so that you can be notified and always know where I'm at and what's going on in my life. So let's start. So guys, I am very grateful to the Lord because he has done wonders in my life. I'm always like, God, I don't even know what to give God in return, because he has done a lot for me. Things that I didn't even expect, things that people have always been wanting. Recently, I was talking to someone and he told me that this has been his dream. And I was like, imagine I'm living in someone's dream. Anyways, so let's go straight into the video. So this is the thing, guys. So there's something known as green card. I don't know if you guys know this. There's something known as green card. If you don't know, you can just search it on your Google or ask ChatGPT. It's gonna help you guys. I'm trying to be loud enough so that you can hear me, but this environment, people are so quiet, so I feel like I'm the loudest and people can hear me while they're in the house. But let me continue. So if you don't know green card, you can search or rather ask ChatGPT. It's gonna help you know a few things about green card. So my mom won a green card, and basically a green card you apply as a family and your children, husband and wife. Even if you're single, it's not a must that you'll be married or something like that. If you're single, you can apply, and if you have parents, they can apply for you for as long as you're 21 years and below. So for me, I am 19 years. If you know me, you know I'm 19 years. If you don't, now you know I'm 19, turning 20 next year, January. So yeah. So my mom and my dad both applied green card, and my mom is the one who won. When my dad applied, he applied and then he said he has a wife and a child. And then when my mom applied, she also said that she has a husband and a child. So when you apply green card, as I've told you, only 21 years and below children will go with the parents. But if you're 21 years and above, you'll apply for yourself a green card. And so that is what happened to my sisters. Because Tracy is 21 years and above, she has to apply a green card by herself. And then if she wins the green card, she's gonna come here by herself. But right now, you know, green card is only for United States of America. So if you win a green card, you will only come to United States of America. It doesn't stand for another country or continent It's only for US and not UK or Canada. Yeah. So my mom is the one who won, and people apply for green card in the month of October to November. Only 1 month. You only have 1 month, that is October, to apply. You have to research, like me and my family were researching about this country, knowing everything, knowing the rules, knowing the things about the green card after winning, what happens. So you have to research. Don't expect me to give you 100. I'm gonna just give you a stepping stone, and then from there you can find your way through. Yeah. But anyways, I'm thinking of doing content for people who are relocating to the US. I'm give you content like what is green card and everything of the sort. So stay tuned. But I haven't made my mind up. I don't know if I'll be doing that content or I'll be doing my lifestyle or beauty. I'm not sure yet. I'm still thinking about it. So anyways, let's continue. Application. When she applied, application as I've told you, it's from October to November, and then the results are gonna come during the month of May. So during May is when you're gonna find out if you won or you didn't win. So if you won, this is where the process continues. The first step is by applying, and then you wait for, I don't know how long, just count the months between October to May. Then May is when you'll find out the results if you won or not. During application, what is needed is a passport photo, just a small size photo, is not as a passport photo, and they're just gonna ask you a few things like what's your name, how many children do you have. The basic things that you know is what you're gonna fill in on that paper. And during filling in, you go to the cyber, and the cyber can help you, but also you can fill in by yourself. It's not that hard. But as we went to a cyber in town, I don't know exactly where it is because I wasn't around during October or November. I was doing my KCSE. I was in Form 4 last year because that is when they applied. Is it last year really? I think they applied 2024 or 2023. I'm not sure. The details are gonna be on the screen. So then is when they applied, and I was in school, so I wasn't around. So I don't know the exact cyber they went to, but if you go to a cyber and tell them that you want to fill in the green card, I don't know if they're gonna open for this year because they haven't still open until now. So just stay tuned, you're gonna find out. Yeah, if they open, just go to a cyber, take a nice photo, because the machine is the one that chooses the winner, not anyone, or rather not someone is the one who says Stacy is the one who has won the green card. It's a machine that chooses a winner. So you just have to take a nice photo. There are certain qualifications that are needed for the photo. So you can just research and listen to people who do such content, and then you're gonna find out what exactly is needed. Yeah. So anyways, guys, after application, those are the things that are needed. You wait until May. After application, they give you a certain number that you're gonna check with during the results time. So that number, I think you send it to a certain email. Those details I'm not sure about because I wasn't the one checking the email. My sister was the one who was doing that. So that's why I'm not sure about everything. I'm not sure if you can hear me when the cars are passing, but yeah. So after application, they give you a certain number, or rather a certain code, and then you insert during the results. You, I think, Google something like that, and then you're gonna find out if you won or not. And so for my mom, because she won, it was written congratulations, you have just won. But this one doesn't mean that you will go to the United States of America. It's just the first step. There are a couple of other steps, something like that. So it was just basically, it was just saying that you've won, but it's not 100% sure that you'll go to the United States because you won it. There are still other steps that you are supposed to do so that we can know if you're gonna come. So yeah, so that was just the first step. There were like 4 other steps so that you can know if you are 100% sure you're coming. That was just like a 30 or 40% sure that you're going to come. So there was another 60-70% that you're not sure. So after knowing that we won our green card, we were so happy. But for my dad and my sisters, they were written, because they all applied. They were written something like, sorry, try next time. But now for my dad, he's gonna come. Right now we just left him home because he's sorting out some few issues that he has to sell the cars and make sure our house is gonna be fine and everything of the sort. So we just left him behind, but he's following us very soon. So for my dad, as I've told you, he's coming. So for theirs, it was written like that, that sorry, try next time. Yeah, so for my mom, it was congratulations, and she was so happy, and that is where we started our journey to come into the United States of America. So I feel like I'm saying so many times, but anyways, it's fine. After we won, we started now the journey of trying to come here because we weren't sure, and that is by going to the cyber, or rather asking people who won green card before us. We're asking them, after you were told this by the email, what is next and everything of the sort. So there was medical, there was going to the embassy, there were a couple of things that we needed to do. And so after we won, they went to the cyber, found out what they needed to do, and they filled a DS260 form. And on the DS260 form, it asks general knowledge question like, when is your birthday? So everyone had a DS260 form. I had one, my mom had one, and my dad also had one. So in every form, it was asked like it had the general knowledge questions like, when is your birthday? Are you female or male? Your full name, the details about your parents, the details about my parents, the same, just the general things. That is what was written on the DS260 form. And let me tell you, if you win the green card, don't lie at any point, because they're just gonna find out, because this is a big thing. So you don't have to lie at any point. Just be honest, and I promise you, you're gonna come here. Because if you lie on your DS260 form, they're gonna find out, and you're gonna ruin your chance of coming here. So you rather be honest. If you're single, just say you're single. If you're married, you're either single or married. So you say you're single. If you're married, just say you're married. When you ask about your parents, just say the truth. Don't lie about certain things. Yeah, don't say like, I'm married to someone, and because you want to come with them and you're not yet married. Just say you're single, because if you're married, it means that you're married, not you're dating. Yeah. So anyways, guys, so after that, after filling the DS260 form, we had to wait for our interview dates. So when you win, there's a case number that someone is always given. So it's either you have a low case number or a high case number. And now our case number was very low. And if your case number was so low, like your case number, if it's low, let's say it's below 200,000, yeah, that is a low case number, because you'll find a lot of people have won this, and now everyone is given a certain number for those who have won. So it's either you have a low case number or a high case number. So our case number was low, and so our interview date was gonna be the early days, rather than those people who have high case number. Their interview is gonna be at the next year, let's say somewhere next year. It depends with your case number. Now, because us, we had a case number below 500, guys, can you imagine? We had a case number below 500, and so we were lucky enough to have our interview date early enough. So after filling your DS260 form, up to the interview, you just have to sit around and wait, and that is where you have uncertainty. And having uncertainty is the worst feeling ever, because you're like, na nikikosa kuenda, let me say in Kiswahili, because I feel like Kiswahili is more better. And if I don't know, and if I don't go, you see, uncertainty was the worst feeling during the whole experience. Yeah. So after filling the DS260, we were waiting for the email from here. They send us an email to tell us when we're gonna have our interview. So we waited for some months, not even days. We waited for months, and during waiting and during the whole process, people didn't know anything. We didn't tell anyone. The only people who knew that we won the green card was me, my parents, and my 2 sisters. Only those were the people who we told, and also my grandparents from my mother's side. Anyone else didn't know, because there was so many uncertainty, and in this world right now, people are just so bad. People are just so bad. So if you win such things, I can give you a free advice. Not everyone is bad, but just to be safe. Just keep things to yourself until when you get to the United States of America, because people can pray for bad things, people can do bad things to you. You don't know what people do, or rather you don't know the background of people. So many people are gonna try to stop you from going, and they would ask themselves, why not me, why not my child? You see those questions, and then they would do bad things to you. So it's only better, or rather it's only right, for you to keep things within yourself until the time that you get there. So even me, my family knew after we got the visa, but my friends and everyone else that we were not close to knew after I got here. They have only known like today, like 2 days after I stayed here, because today is day 2, my full day here, day 2. Yeah. So anyways, so during that process we were just quiet, not telling anyone, just doing things normal and everything of the sort. And then the interview date came. So when it came, it told us the date. It will be on this date, on November. So we started planning ahead of the interview. We were like, hey, they can ask these questions. And then my mom was in a group, and in that group, when someone does something, they come and tell you. And in that group, you people from like Ghana, Somalia, Uganda, different countries. Everyone is in that group. Not everyone, but the people who won the green card, some of them, like a higher percentage of the people, we can see like 70% are in that group, the people who won the green card. So when someone goes like for the interview, they come and say, for me, I was asked this question, or I went to the IOM. IOM is somewhere you go for medicals, and this happened. They just give out their experiences, and that one makes you feel more better, because you know what is gonna happen, you know what is gonna take place during your interview. So my mom also joined that group before the interview, and would listen to other people's experience, as much as maybe we won't go to the same embassy because they're in different countries. You'd find someone in Ghana has come to tell us the experience, how she did the interview and everything of the sort, the questions that they were asked. So it could give you a clue of what they're gonna ask, if they're not gonna ask the same question. And honestly, they can't ask you the same question. Maybe you see, like the way you always study in school, and then questions in the exam come, but either they are changed, or some of them will come, some of them won't come. That was the exact same way in this case. So what else happened? Before, when you're told the date of the interview, you choose a date for yourself to go to the IOM. IOM is like, how can I say, a hospital, and this hospital is only for people who are traveling. It's not a random hospital. You can tell me that you're going to get roots because of traveling or something of the sort. IOM is somewhere you can research about it, because I'm not sure if I'll explain so well, but IOM is somewhere people go for medical, especially if they're traveling. And most of the time it is always relocating, because I feel like if you're going to visit, it's not much to go to the IOM, but I'm not sure. You can do a research about it. But for those who are gonna relocate and go live either to Australia, Canada, IOM is not only for the United States, it's also for other countries like Canada, Australia, US, UK, like those. So everyone we met in the IOM was relocating to another country, either Canada, either US, either UK. Yeah. So our experience in the IOM, I feel like, let me tell you the experience, and then about my interview is gonna be on the next video, so you'll have to stay tuned. So we went for IOM somewhere in November 5th is when we went for our IOM test. And when you go for the IOM test, they test around 4 things. They test for syphilis, they test for gonorrhea, they test for TB, and they test for drugs. Those are the 4 things that I checked online, and I saw that they always test. So if you're found with any of the 4, it's not a must that you will stay, but it's like they're gonna give you medication for some time until they're sure that they're gonna, first of all, if they find you with that, they're gonna test you again to make sure that that is exactly what you have. And then after they tested you and they see, for instance, you have TB or you have syphilis, they're gonna give you some medication for some time until you finish the medication, and then you can now travel. So that is gone, but you'll still go for your interview. Let's say, for instance, they find you with syphilis, they'll test you again, and then if they see it's syphilis, they're gonna give you some medication that is gonna take a certain time of time, that is gonna take a certain timeline, and then after you finish your medication, you're gonna come to the US. It doesn't mean because you have syphilis you're gonna stay. You're gonna come, but it's just gonna take you a longer period of time. And yes, you're gonna still go for your interview. Let's say you went for your IOM test today and your interview is tomorrow, but that can't happen. You have to give it like a week or two so that you can go for your interview at the embassy. You can't go for IOM today and then tomorrow you go for the interview. You have to give it a certain timeline, maybe 1 week or something like that. If your interview now is tomorrow and you went to the IOM today, and they, for instance, they found you with syphilis, yes, you're gonna go for the interview, but the people who will do the interview for you, they will tell you the IOM hasn't gotten back to us. So that only means that your results are gonna take a certain period of time, but still you're gonna do the interview. And if you pass, you won't be given the visa at that time, but you'll be given the visa after your medication. After you're done with the medication, you have to be done with the medication so that you can be given the visa. That is what happens after the IOM has cleared you and you're safe, you're okay, you don't have any of the four, is when the embassy is gonna stamp your, what is called, passport, and now you can come to the United States after you have been qualified that you don't have any sickness among the four. Yeah. So our experience during the, what is it called, IOM, we went there. I think I can try finding a few clips and put it here so that you can see. Yeah, but before we went to the IOM, during our period of time after we found out that we won the green card to when our IOM test was, we were going for vaccines. Until I tell you, don't move, just relax, be calm.
Siete risasi wastui.
Ice kiki. And while we were going for vaccines, something happened. So every time there were, I think, 8 to 10 vaccines. Like, let me give you, for instance, what, like polio, such things, like influenza. What else? I don't remember the name right now. I won't remember the names, but if you research, you're gonna find. So as for us, you are going for vaccines outside the IOM because it was a bit cheaper, and we were going for vaccine in an airport, Wilson Airport. we were going for our vaccines, and also Gertrude's. This is where we went for our vaccines. And while we were going for our vaccines, we were never told that you're not supposed to inject 2 live vaccines together. You shouldn't do that. If you inject 2 live vaccines, you'll have to repeat, and that is the mistake that we did. So when we went to the IOM test, they found out that because after you're injected, there's somewhere that they write, like on a yellow fever card, there is where every injection that you get, or rather every vaccine that you get, the date will always be written. Because when you go to IOM and tell them that you have all the vaccines that they need, they also need proof. And you don't just go to certain hospitals. You have to go to some hospitals. I don't know how to explain that one, but you have to go to like legit and hospitals that are known. Yeah. So you can go to a chemist to do a vaccine. That one won't be allowed. So as we went to Wilson and Gertrude's, because they were a bit cheaper or rather affordable. So we got our vaccines, and I told you the mistake we did is that we did 2 live vaccines together once, and they messed each other up, and we had to repeat it during the IOM test. Because during the IOM test, we went with our yellow fever cards. There is where they had written the dates when we had been vaccinated, and when we went with the card, they saw that we had 2 live vaccines that were injected the same time, and we had to repeat them, and that was an extra catch. So you can do your research so that you cannot do the same mistake that we did. So do your research before you start doing your vaccinations, so that you cannot go under the same stress that we did during the IOM test. Anyways guys, after IOM, we went back home. We were so happy, and then we were just waiting for our interview date to reach so that we can go for our interview to the embassy. So we went for our interview on 20th November 2025, and our interview was at 6:30. And on such, like going to the embassy, IOM, you have to keep time. That is one thing that I learned during this whole process. I think I've learned how to keep time, because you have to get there like 30 minutes before, prepare yourself. So there, during our interview was at 6:30, the way I told you, and we arrived there at around 5:30, 5:40. Yeah, we stayed in the car until 6:30. And like when you go to the embassy, or rather IOM, you only enter at your appointment time. You can't have an interview at 6:30 and then you enter at 6. You'll have to wait for 6:30 to reach, and then you enter for your interview. So that is what was happening. If your interview is at 8 and you arrived at 6:30, you'll have to wait for 8 so that you can enter. But it's just good to keep time. So guys, if you ever win a green card, or rather if you have an appointment, try keeping time, because that is one of the things that I learned, keeping time during the whole of this process. And I also wearing decently during the appointments, so that these people cannot wonder what's wrong with this girl. Just try wearing decent.
It's a good
So
place.
anyways, I feel like guys, I should tell you more about our interview on our next video so that you can wait. Right now I'm feeling cold. I'm wearing these gloves, but I'm still feeling cold. So I feel like I'll tell you about our interview on my next video. So stay tuned guys. And if you have any questions, you can comment down below. Please like, subscribe, comment on this video. Yeah. Follow me on my Instagram account at StacyNatasha909 so that you cannot miss on details. And also you can follow me on my TikTok account, that is StacyNatasha0. Yeah guys, so bye, see you next time.